I thought I'd do a video on a new release for the Xbox 360, and it is a sort of special kind of release, certainly as regards to videos that I do, and it's around an Xbox Live release that's just gone live. Xbox Live release has just gone live, called Chronoblast, and it's actually an indie title on the Xbox Live gaming service. And what makes this kind of sort of special in a way is that, okay, it's a shoot 'em up, but it's actually been developed by a guy that is part of the YouTube community, and has also posted his progress and development of this game via the SHMUP's forum, and I'll provide links to the actual development log in the comments, sorry, in the description part of this video. I would urge you to have a look at this, because it's not very often that you can get involved in a game as regards to its development as part of the community, giving ideas and sort of feedback, and actively see those comments, and if they're good ideas, etc., actually implemented into a game, and changes around that game release, you know, patches and so forth. It's the actual game itself, as I said, is a shoot 'em up. It's been inspired. I'm just looking at the original thread, or one of the original threads on the SHMUP's forum about it, and again I will show links, or give links to this in the description to this video, and I would urge you to have a look at it and go through it, and you can sort of get a bit of a sort of background and gist of what's been going on throughout its development, and how we are where we are now with the game just being released early this week. Chronoblast. Chronoblast is a frantic vertical scrolling shoot 'em up, heavily inspired by classic bullet hell games such as Dodonpachi. Designed by an enthusiastic bullet hell gamer, Chronoblast should offer a fun challenge to veterans of the genre, as well as people just discovering modern shmup. That sort of sums it up pretty well, actually. The guy that's developed this, and the name of his company, if you want to call it that, is Naughty Games, and he actually approached me several weeks ago now, and we were sort of talking offline, outside of the forum, and outside of YouTube, apart from, you know, using the PM facilities, about resolutions and how he could try and adapt the game so it had the look and feel of a proper arcade type game. Really, as regards to the resolution of it, and keeping it low res, and sort of giving that authentic look to it. I won't bore you with the detail of how that conversation went, but suffice to say, the end result of the game is pretty fantastic, if I'm being honest, and it is evolving. It is evolving. The conversation about the game is still ongoing now, and people are giving comments and feedback, and Naughty Games is taking on these comments, and he has already implemented a patch to the game, and he intends on doing more patchwork to it, so the game will only evolve and get better. The actual game itself is, as a description that I just said, it is very cave orientated. You can see where its roots have come from as regards to how it's been designed and what it's been designed based on. It is a typical type bullet hell game, and one of the bonuses, or one of the great things about this, isn't just because of the way it's been developed and the way it's going to be developed and the interaction that's been part of that development, but if you look at what the game does, how it looks, how it plays, and the absolute minuscule cost that's been associated to this game as regards to how much it costs. It is currently on Xbox Live Indie for 80 points, 80 Microsoft points, which equates to about 66p it's just unbelievably cheap. But if you take that out of the equation, forget about the price, because the price is irrelevant to a degree, even though it adds a major advantage to the actual game itself being so cheap and being so accessible for Xbox 360 owners. It is an absolute great game, it really is. I suppose in some respects I was a bit sceptical about it, but once I played it, it's just absolutely phenomenal. It really is a good game. It's better in my opinion than some of the actual retail releases of games. It is a solid shoot 'em up. It really is a solid shoot 'em up, and it does pass a remarkable resemblance, like I said, to the Dodonpachi games, but not enough for you to think, oh, that's just an absolute copy of a Dodonpachi that's just been changed with a few different graphics. It's got your basic Dodonpachi style cave style shooting mechanics. You've got chaining on it. You've got a normal shot. You've got a laser shot, and you've got a bomb. You've got your end of level bosses, and of course you've got your obligatory, you know, bullet hell patterns, and they are quite complicated patterns, to be honest. But it plays absolutely great, and it really does look good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you it on my arcade cab. And I'm going to run it in line with an SLG 3000 to get some scan lines on it to make it look a bit more authentic as regards to an original arcade type game. But I really do urge you guys to support Naughty Games. I'll cut straight to some gameplay, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please support Naughty Games and download the game. It's great. I'm actually playing at the side of the cab to try and get a decent angle on the camera view, which means that it's going to be pretty awkward for me to play, and will certainly account for most of the crap gameplay that I'm going to show you here as regards to my skill, because it is quite awkward sitting at the cab at an angle. But basically, this is the front screen of the game. It is in vertical mode. You can play it in horizontal mode if you haven't got a vertical screen, but this is one of the options. This is what makes it part of that sort of authentic arcade look. And you've got a few game modes. You've got play ranked or play unranked. I've only played ranked so far. As far as I know, unranked means you get continues, ranked means you doesn't. Sorry, you don't get continues, but it means that your score will be ranked on the high score tables, which is a pretty funky facility. You got your just screen as well, which I've briefly just gone through. You can change the zoom level. So we will go straight to play ranked.
Select your battle force.
We've got several game modes. You've got auto bomb as regards to the skill level. Oh. Hell, normal. Obviously, auto bomb is easy. Normal is obviously normal, and hell is obviously, yeah, get the F out of here. So I'm going to, it says, warning, high skilled players only. Yeah, best not play that one then. So we'll stick with the auto bomb for the purpose of this one. Once you've chosen your skill level, and of course this is a two-player game as well, as you can see from the screen, you've got left and right sides of the screen for player 1, player 2. Is you can select your character, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 characters. So we'll choose, is it a cane, arcane, and you can actually define what your keys are as well, as regards to the way that you've got your control panel set up, if you've got a facility here like this being played on a cab, or whether you're using your controller for your Xbox 360. Get my words out. Your controller of your Xbox 360 being a joypad, or whether it's a joystick, fight stick I should say.
Get ready.
I've already set those, so we'll carry on. And it gives you a little bit of a brief sort of background to the game as regards to what certain things do in the game. So, you know, it tells you about the coins, it tells you about the power-ups, it tells you about the bomb power-ups you can get, and also the super token, which is for the super barrel or super weapon. And tells you about things like chaining and so forth.
Proceeding as requested.
Right, so you see the tokens that are coming down. If you collect those. I've just got blasted there with a auto bomb. This is so difficult, this is on the side of the cabinet. It's proven pretty impossible to play if I'm being honest. This is hopeless. I do apologise for my crap gameplay. I just think the game's just great, it really is. I've got the super weapon, so I'm going to let rip with that.
Power off.
So this is one of the end of level bosses, I think. Yeah, that's pretty pathetic if I'm being honest. So that's stage 1. That was an absolute awful score, that was.
Game over.
Yeah, pretty pathetic gameplay, but it will hopefully give you an insight into the game. And like I said, for 80 Microsoft points, it is a great price, but actually more importantly, it's absolutely a great game. And go and get it, guys.